Motivation. Another reason for speakers to be motivated to learn a second language is that there is a low filter for integrated motivated acquirers is also predicted for similar reasons. In Stevick's terms, Stevick in 1976 said, the integrative motivated performer will not feel a threat from the other group. So how does a person who does not know the second language of the group feel threatened? Because he does not know what the people are saying. He might be threatened that he is being criticized. So there is a low filter for integrated motivated person. He will not have this threat. He might have a slight level of threat, but it won't be of a high level. It is a low filter for integrated motivated acquirers because he will be understanding most of the conversation that is going on in the group. He will know that what is his position and status in this group. How do they take him, or are they really thinking of not having any rapport with this person who cannot speak the language? He would also come to know a lot about their culture and try to integrate in that culture because he can understand the language. So that means there are so many things which are filtered because he is not scared anymore, he is not threatened. There is a filter there which purifies that he is going to go through the system because he understands the language and he is not threatened by the group who is speaking the second language, and will thus be more prone to engage in receptive learning rather than defensive learning. This is a beautiful idea that when a person is on the receptive side of learning, then it becomes possible for the learner to acquire language. Whereas when he becomes on the defensive side of learning, then the possibility of learning becomes very less. This can be applied on anything that we learn in our life, not only acquiring the language but also learning other things whichever we are trying to learn. If we are having a receptive attitude to learn, then it is easy for us to learn. Whereas if we are on the defensive side, then we are actually working on a different platform altogether. The example is that when a person understands the language in which he is trying to integrate the group that he is trying to enter and become friendly, and he tries to understand the language, then his threat level becomes very low. The filter gives him the properties of what he is able to grasp from the conversation, and he is ready to take those things. He is ready and he is receptive in taking those things. And the more he is receptive, the more he understands. Whereas if he totally becomes defensive, that there is something wrong with this group, or there is an idea that he is not to be taken in as a stranger and he is not welcomed by the group, and if he is threatened, then most of the time he is working on the defensive side and he does not really understand the second language and does not acquire it at all.